Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Be truthful with yourself. When you're truthful with yourself, you start to see everything as it is, not the way you want it. The wounds of your emotional body are covered by the denial system. When you look at your wounds with the eyes of truth, you can finally heal those wounds. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 57. NASDAQ off 4.5. S&P's down 3. Gold contract up $1.50, traded at $1,288 an ounce. Silver off 4 cents at $17.40 an ounce. Platinum down $15 at $9.75 an ounce. Copper flat at $2.04 a pound. Light sweet crude off 39 cents, trading at $48.49 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note down 2 ticks, 131.22. 30-year bond down 3 ticks, 168.22. Now both notes and bonds, folks, were at a higher price today. The bond market, the 30-year bond closed at an all-time high, was higher. Bottom line, I expect you're still going to see higher price. King dollar caught a bid out here. King dollar up 619 ticks, 95.04. The euro is down 86 at $1.12, and the yen is trading at 106. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Here we go. So, SPY down 40 cents, not a lot. 119 million shares, that is a lot. Bottom line, folks, this is a halfway move down. We started down off the high June 8th. That's when the SPY was at 212. You're at 208. I suspect we're going to be down to the 204 to 202. High volume, swing low. That was established out here on the 19th of May. NDX 100, same type of setup in the NDX. All the indices are set up the same right now. Flat market out here in the Qs are at 108.23. You did 23 million shares. You're off the high of 110. You're at 108. That wants to get down to the 105 to 104 level. The small cap, same setup in the small caps. The IWM, you did 34 million shares. You're at 114, off the high of 118. I expect that wants to get into the 109 area. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Now, gold's impressive, especially with the dollar having a pop. Gold did not back off. We've done 182,000 contracts. You hit 1293. The low of the high on the 2nd of May is 1292. So you're pushing into that high, and you're pushing in with volume. I expect we'll get into it. We'll see whether we take it out. The notes, 10-year note, this is what we have. 10-year note got to a high today of 132.07. You're at 131.22. You have a high volume high. So markets don't end, folks, in high volume highs. So that's saying bottom line, yeah, you can get it pulled back to like 131.02, which would have been the high of June 3rd. But I expect that's going to hold because that's also a high volume bar. And, you know, it's going to make a run for the highs again. The 30-year is at an all-time closing high and hit an all-time high out here today, period. Pretty amazing. The 30-year, we hit the prior all-time high, had been 170.26. That was established in February. We hit 171.09 today. And bottom line, we closed at an all-time high. King dollar. Let's take a look at, we have King dollar. King dollar got a bid out here today. DXU, we are trading. It was up 600 ticks. And guess what? Did we do the volume? No. You did 22,000 contracts. That is going into 34,000 contracts from the downdraft that had been created out here on June 3rd. Bottom line, you get a counter trend bounce. Now, it got over the swing point from, let's see, from Friday. So that says, yeah, it can get up into this 95.64 area. We'll see whether it makes it up into that area. Let's go and we take a look at silver. Silver contract out here traded sideways out here today, and both gold and silver quite impressive, folks. Not backing off when the dollar, went topside. So silver right now trading at $17.40. We did 47,000 contracts. It's trying to get up and into its high of the 29th of April. That high is 1802. The low of that high is 1761. We did 66,000 contracts up there. That also is basically pushing the highs and pushing them with some juice behind them. So I do expect that we're going to see that get up into those areas. The volume characteristic out here today inside the NYSE, you had higher volume as you went to lower price. We did 907 million versus 870 from yesterday. On the NASDAQ composite, we did 1.9 billion versus 1.8. The composite itself looks like it's leading this baby down. The composite right now was only down 4 points. That's not a lot, there's no doubt. The last high in the composite was 49.79. That was established out here June 7th. The swing point that it's going after, the high of the swing is 47.35. The low is 46.72. And I expect we're going to get right into it. In fact, if we go look and see what kind of volume we had on May 24th, because we're going against the May 24th bar. So we were going against, check this out. So when we went topside, folks, on May 24th, you went topside with 1.960 billion. We just came into that with 1.910. Now, that's not more volume, but that's volume. You don't want to see, when you're coming into a bar, if you're testing, you really want to see that test with lighter volume. I like to see like 10% lighter. You get 10% lighter, you get something going. You get something like 5%, 4%, it's like, okay, man, yeah, that could be the test, but there's not as much clarity inside of that. So there's, at this particular point, because we are coming down, the clarity there is that it wants to go lower. Why? Because you have the NYSE that had an expansion with volume, and what we have had happen here is this. Intraday, the volume is not that bad, 1, 2. As we come into the end of the day, that volume starts pouring inside these marketplaces. If we go over and we take a look at the euro out here is trading at 112.06. Now, the euro is going to be hard pressed to break under the 111.37. That is where it went topside June 3rd. You're testing that area. You don't get volume inside the actual currency trade. So you can get it inside the dollar index, but straight out euro, you don't get it. You stay right there, folks. I'm going to be coming back with our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes. Steve's going to be doing a dynamic workshop tonight. You can check it out on the front page of TFNN. We're going to be talking about it as soon as we get back. Dow down 57, NASDAQ down 4, S&P's off 3.5. We're going to be right back.